Ghosts. Let's talk about ghosts.
Ghosts? Do you believe ghosts are a thing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I believe without a doubt in my mind that ghosts are real.
So on a scale from 0 to 100, where would your confidence be?
100.
Okay. You can put that little yellow tag wherever that is. Whatever's most accurate for your confidence.
One right there.
And, all right. And what do you mean by ghosts, just in case people, I don't know.
Ghost, spiritual entities, embodiments of the, souls who have lived in the past. I don't know.
Okay. And what is, the main reason why you're so confident a ghost exists? Just
personal experience. I feel like if you've experienced it yourself, you would say the same. I don't know, when something that's just completely unexplained happens to you and you can't find a logical explanation, that's kind of the only thing that there is left to understand, I guess. I don't know.
So you had a personal experience where something happened and you couldn't explain how it happened.
So my family has a lake house in Virginia, and when I was a little kid, there's a dollhouse that was built by my great-grandfather, and it's in this long hallway, and so you're walking down the hallway, and I was probably 6 or 7, and out of my peripheral vision, one of those little wooden couches flung off of the dollhouse and hit the wall in front of me, and I instinctively didn't look because I knew I would get freaked out, and so I just ran up the stairs, and I had this feeling like something was behind me, and I don't know. It was just one of those weird experiences in that particular house. I've had more weird experiences, like lights turning on and picture frames. One would be in one spot, and then I'd go downstairs, and then I'd come back upstairs, and it'd be down the hall a little further, and it'd be weird things would be moved, and I don't know if it was, it's just weird, hard to explain.
Okay. And could it be possible ghosts aren't a thing? Could that be a slight chance?
Slight chance, but I don't know. It's hard to convince somebody otherwise.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is it's these personal experiences that you've gone through that gives you confidence.
Yes.
And you just cannot explain how they could be without appealing to these ghosts.
I mean, I don't know. I've actually had conversations with people about it. Could be just a weird field of energy around that particular place, and your sensories get all discombobulated.
Yeah.
And
if someone else came up to the table and had very similar, pretty much exact experiences that you had, but they attributed it to aliens,
I'd be willing to listen to their argument, just to see what their what they would believe.
Or leprechauns or fairies.
I mean, if they have evidence to support their argument, I'd be interested in hearing their...
Okay. Would they be justified to believe it was leprechauns based on their experience?
I mean, I guess I'd have to hear it. I'd have to hear somebody with true conviction believe that leprechauns were chasing them in their house, or flicking wooden couches off of doll heads.
Can we just imagine someone is there, just as confident, had just...
Leprechauns aren't invisible. Or are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Some very special leprechauns. Would they be just as justified to believe in leprechauns based on their experience?
I mean, perhaps. I guess it's you're opening my mind a lot.
Is there any way to test this belief at all?
I don't know. Is there?
Anything you could learn to find out to change your mind?
That's the weird thing about the paranormal, is because it's intangible. It's hard to be able to test that. I mean, they've got all sorts of you've got to have the right equipment, but they don't have that equipment for leprechauns, and they don't have that equipment for... Yeah. It's just less studied, I guess.
Is it untestable completely?
I don't know.
If it turned out to be untestable, should we hold beliefs that are untestable?
Yeah, I guess to push the limit, push the envelope.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Like, if it's never been done before, or it's like it's deemed untestable, like, why so?
Yeah. If we found some super reliable or super credible tests that have been done and they failed to find ghosts, would that have any effect on your confidence?
Maybe. But again, it's just one of those things. It's like you can test, like, I mean, what it said science like has only like uncovered like a certain percentage of like the human mind and all that kind of stuff, and like what happens after death. And so it, I think it just like they have to do further research into it.
Is the time to believe something, like, when is the time to believe something?
Now. Believing in something brings things into fruition. If you believe it truly and wholeheartedly.
If someone believed if I dropped this, it would go up, could they?
Well, there
could
are
they
certain
do
like
that?
laws of like nature, like that's gravity, like that's not going to happen, but it's been proven.
Yeah.
So
Are ghosts compatible with the laws of nature?
no, they're not. However, some people prefer to have some sort of sense of mysticism, I suppose, in their life. Mystery, I think, is interesting, and that's one of those things you just can't solve.
Should we base our beliefs on what we prefer to be the case?
I guess that could be that could be left up to interpretation. Like, yeah. Because some people, I mean, like, you're just gonna believe it one way or another, unless something happens to you and you just change your mind.
Yeah. If this wasn't true, would you like to know that?
Sure.
Is there any way to tell?
There's no way to tell. That's the thing. That's what makes it so cool.
Is 100% the most accurate spot to be if there's no way to tell?
I don't know. You're kind of mind-fucking me right now.
Well, I think that's enough to think about. Cool. Well, thanks, Hayden. I think that's our time.
Thanks. Cool.
Very fun.
Very fun.
I hope my 5-minute interview was interesting.
It was nice. Have a good day.